Just a week ago, data from the URA showed that the overall private home prices fell by 0.4% quarter-on-quarter in the quarter 2 of 2023. This quarter 2 price decline snapped a 3-year growth streak, with the property price index falling for the first time since COVID hit in quarter 1 2020, where prices dropped by 1%. So is this a sign that the property market is going to a downturn soon, or is it just a false alarm? And more importantly, as a seller or a buyer into this market, what should you do in the months moving forward? Let's find out. Hi guys, I'm Rodney here, a realtor in Changi, Singapore and part of JNA Real Estate PropNext. My team and I have sold over 1,688 homes in the last 2 years, and we have also advised countless of investors and home buyers in their property purchase. Some of them even secured undervalued homes and hit up to 100% return on equity in a very short time. So, if you do have any real estate needs, you can contact me, my information down below. Now, let's head on to another episode of my e-newsletter. Let's go! Okay, so before we dive into a deeper understanding of the main underlying causes of the correction in property prices, let's take some time to understand market behavior and how the property prices actually drop. Take for example, today I'm a seller. I'm selling my unit, a 904 square feet 3-bedroom unit at G-Estate. So naturally I'll look at the past transactions and I find that my neighbor actually sold a similar unit at $2,064 per square feet. So naturally, I want to get a higher price or at least a similar price in the development. But if I go to Property Guru today, I will see that there are 10 other competing listings selling at the development, with the lowest one asking at only $2,013 per square feet. But I decide I do not want to take any lower than $2,064 per square feet, and months later my property is still left in the market, and during this point of time, only one has been sold. So I decided I do not want to wait out any longer, and I readjust my price to right below $2,000 per square feet, and eventually my property gets sold. So what can we learn from here? For property prices to fall, there must be two things that need to occur. Number one, transaction volumes must see a steady decrease first. When the market demand is too low and it does not match the market supply inventory, this is a very first indicator of a possible price correction. Number two, increasing number of resale inventory in the market as well. Is there upcoming supply of inventory in the coming months that may even dampen the prices further? So let's take a deeper look at the transaction volumes first. But before we actually go into it, let me break down the property price index that's reported by URA. So the URA property price index, where it was reported, it declined 0.4% quarter-on-quarter. It consists of both the developer sale and the resale market. So what this means is it consists of the new launch transactions and also the resale transactions. But as the main aim of this analysis is to benefit homeowners and also resale home buyers, I'm just going to analyze the resale market transactions and list out the transactions of the new launches. So first and foremost, let's take a look at the condo market. So of course, when we talk about the condo market, we are also going to include the executive condominiums as well. So in the first half of 2022, from 1st January to 30th June of 2022, there was a total of 8,362 resale condo transactions in the market. And compare that with this year in 2023, we are only seeing a total number of 6,406 resale transactions, a 23% decrease from the previous year. So if we were to compare the first half of 2023 to the second half of 2022, we have a total of 7,590 transactions. We are also seeing a 15.5% decrease in volume. But the question is, if the resale volumes are dropping so drastically, why did the property price index still make a 3-year bull run? And this is because the property price index also consists of the purchase of the new launches, which is typically much higher price as compared to resale developments. In fact, if we look at resale property price index today, excluding the new launch transactions, prices have actually dropped by average of 1% from May to July this year, and not just a 0.4% reported quarter-on-quarter by the URA. Now we have evidence that the volumes are dropping and the prices are also correcting. Let's take a look at the upcoming supply. Because if there's no new inventory in the upcoming months, the prices might not still go down, right? So now let's take a look at the upcoming supply. Let's go. If you're enjoying the video so far, you can consider hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel, as it will really help me to provide more content and value to you guys in the future. Okay, so the first thing we are going to take a look deeper is the number of units that are going to reach TOP status in 2023 and 2024. So based on the statistics from URA, there's a total number of 15,221 units that are going to reach TOP status for quarter 2 this year to quarter 4 in 2023. So this includes mega developments like Treasure Tampines, Forest Residences, Riverfront Residences, and also the recently TOP Affinity X Rangoon. Not only that, in 2024, we are also expecting to hit 12,645 new units get their TOP approval. So in total, there will be 40,400 units, including executive condominiums, that are in line to be completed between 2023 and 2025, which is twice the 20,000 units that were completed between 2020 and 2022. And this shows there will be a lot of supply in the next few months. So the question is, if the condo resale market is going to be priced in for a correction, will the lender market see a similar pattern? Let's find out. If we look at the resale lender transactions in the first half of 2022 as compared to 2023, we saw that the first half of 2023 only saw 696 transactions as compared to 1,187 in the first half of last year, a 41% decrease. But this does not mean that the landed properties are slated for correction as major as the one at the condo resale market. Here's why. So the last time there was a GLS site for a developer or landed homes was more than 6 years ago in 2017, and that was for homes at Lorong 1 Realty Park where 53 units of the Parkwood collection were recently completed. In fact, the stock of landed homes in Singapore rose by a mere 4.1% in the last 10 years, from the fourth quarter of 2012 to the fourth quarter of 2022, while private non-landed counterparts grew a hefty 53.4% in the same period of time. So with sites made available for landed homes development from the GLS program few and far between, landed homes will definitely be able to hold prices better as market slowly slides into a correction. So what can we learn from this? Volume has shown a drastic drop in the last 6 months, and it's very likely we are at the window of a market correction where sellers are finding it harder and harder to sell their property as compared to 6 months to 1 year ago. And this will be further amplified when more inventory enters into the market via the TOP units. And soon, if the property is unable to be sold within the expected timeline of sellers might just adjust their price expectations and will slowly expect the market to change from a seller's market to a buyer's market in the next 8 months to a year. From here, what should we do as a seller or buyer today? If you are looking to sell a property in the next 6 months, try to be a little bit more realistic about your asking prices. Set your expectations near the last transacted and stop looking for buyers to break transactional records. More importantly, get a good team to market your property so that buyers will be willing to pay extra for your home. And if you are a buyer, there will be many opportunities in the market. Don't be faced by the high asking prices that you see in the online property platforms, because being on the ground myself, I've helped many buyers to buy into undervalued developments and more specifically find undervalued units for their purchase. Last but not least, if you intend to market your property in the near future or need advice on how to spot undervalued buys, you can contact me at my information down below. I hope this episode of my e-newsletter has value added to you. If it has, do consider hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. If not, I'll see you at the next one. Take care and bye bye.